Hello everyone. Welcome to our gentle bedtime tech news channel. I'm Daniel, and today we will explore together a fascinating story from the technology world. A story whose impact could shape the future of the internet. This is the story of how Meta, the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, with over 3.9 billion monthly users, decided to spend a staggering $14.3 billion. Is this a smart move, a strategic leverage for Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse dream to acquire a significant portion of Scale AI, a name that might still be unfamiliar to many? Why would Meta, a tech giant with decades of experience and vast amounts of data, willingly spend such an enormous sum? Or merely a massive gamble that could expose the company to unpredictable risks? Let's explore this story gently but thoroughly. Before we end our day, the artificial intelligence race. The azimuths, the relentless battle of tech giants as marathon runners sprinting at maximum speed. Everyone wants to cross the finish line first, claiming the leading position in the AI era. And Meta, despite making significant progress, feels it needs to accelerate even more to avoid falling behind. In today's tech world, there's a race happening that's both exciting and fierce. A company that perhaps many of us have never heard of, but which holds a crucial key to a future. With Llama 3's recent launch creating a major splash in the open-source community, Mark Zuckerberg, Meta's CEO, continues to worry. He's concerned about his company's position in this fierce race, where technological development speed is measured in days, not years. Imagine the tech giants like OpenAI with its renowned ChatGPT, Google with its powerful Gemini, and Meta. To learn well, the child needs quality textbooks with clear images, scientifically organized and accurate content. If the books are flawed or incomplete, the child will learn incorrectly and cannot reach their full potential. That is, they don't just rely on automated algorithms, but combine machine power with millions of people worldwide to process and verify data quality. They work not only with text but also with images, videos, and especially complex 3D environmental data, a crucial element for virtual reality applications and robotics. OpenAI with ChatGPT has created an AI explosion wave. Google with Gemini continues improving. To build a realistic, vibrant, and highly interactive virtual world, Meta needs extremely detailed 3D data, from how people move, how they laugh and talk, to the smallest facial expressions. Alexander Wang, Scale AI CEO, is considered one of the brightest minds in AI prodigy, who dropped out of MIT to start a business and built Scale AI into a billion-dollar company. Having Alexander Wang and his team is priceless treasure for Meta. Even how light interacts with objects in 3D space. Scale AI, with its ability to process 3D data and create real-world simulation datasets, is the expert in this field. Integrating Scale AI's technology will help Meta shorten the time needed to realize its metaverse vision. These competitors are running very fast and developing superior AI models. Meta needs to buy time and gain competitive advantage by accessing the best and fastest data sources, rather than building from scratch, an expensive process taking many years. Although Meta owns the impressive large language model Llama series, that is, they want to control the entire AI production chain from A to Z, similar to how Apple controls everything from chip design and hardware to operating systems and application software. And AI fields acquiring Scale AI could be seen as monopolistic behavior, harming fair competition. Meta wants to control This raises many controversies about labor ethics and working conditions for those feeding massive AI models. Investing an additional $14.3 billion in Scale AI, along with $65 billion annually for AI infrastructure, has many investors and experts worried about Meta's profitability and financial burden. They specialize in cleaning and labeling raw data from billions of images, videos, and text to complex sensor data so AI models can read and understand most effectively. This is extremely meticulous and expensive work, but it's the core foundation for all AI progress. Can Meta overcome challenges in competition, legal issues, and ethics to realize its AI and metaverse dreams? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: the ARIS will remain very dynamic and full of surprises in the coming years. If successful, they'll become the king of the AI and metaverse world, controlling a complete AI value chain from start to finish. If it fails, this will be an expensive lesson about the price of ambition and risks in the technology race. The Go Big strategy and the Scale AI blockbuster deal are not just aiming for short-term victory by launching a standout AI product, but want to control the entire chessboard long-term, from data foundations to final products. Whoever controls this data will have a major advantage in AI's future. To catch up and even surpass competitors, Meta decided to go big like never before. Right after the deal, Google and OpenAI Scale as major customers turned away, significantly reducing or stopping their use of Scale AI services. They're concerned that their sensitive data might be accessed or used by Meta for competitive purposes. This poses a significant risk to Scale AI's revenue. The figure they allocated for AI infrastructure investment is truly impressive: $65 billion annually for AI infrastructure, starting in 2025. Can you imagine? $65 billion. This amount exceeds the GDP of many countries worldwide and even surpasses the defense budgets of many major powers. In the AI world, data is like fuel for cars. But currently, good fuel, clean and accurately labeled data on the internet is gradually depleting. Next-generation AI models like Meta, Llama 4, or OpenAI's GPT-5 need enormous amounts of much more complex data to achieve human-like reasoning and creativity capabilities. Scale AI possesses the technology and processes to create this valuable oil well. This money will be used to purchase millions of cutting-edge AI chips like NVIDIA H100, build massive data centers, and hire the world's top AI engineers. The highlight of this total assault strategy was the blockbuster deal in June 2025. Meta invested $14.3 billion to acquire 49% of Scale AI's shares. What is Scale AI? The data publisher for artificial intelligence. So what is Scale AI? That Meta is willing to spend such an enormous amount? To understand this, imagine AI as a child who needs to learn. Scale AI is precisely this special publishing house for AI models. What's interesting is that Scale AI uses a human-in-the-loop model. Why Meta must have Scale AI? 3 strategic reasons. So why does Meta need Scale AI, a company that seemingly only does quiet behind-the-scenes work? There are 3 core strategic reasons. First, there's the high-quality data crisis. Second, there's intense competition. Third, it's the metaverse dream. For Mark Zuckerberg, the metaverse isn't just a side project, but his greatest dream for the internet's future. Vertical integration strategy and golden talent. Finally, Meta isn't just buying a company, but also recruiting talent. Meta is implementing a vertical integration strategy. Data, through scale AI processing, chips and infrastructure. They're investing tens of billions to develop AI chips and build supercomputers. Models with the internally developed Llama series final products, Facebook, Instagram, virtual reality, and augmented reality devices in the metaverse. The downsides in Meta's big gamble, however, not everything is smooth sailing. The US government might also investigate antitrust issues, since Meta already has too much power in data. Additionally, Scale AI employs hundreds of thousands of contract workers globally, especially in developing countries, with low wages to perform data labeling work, and we cannot forget the financial pressure. From 2020 to now, Meta's Reality Labs division has lost over $60 billion. This deal, therefore, can be seen as Meta's major gamble. Interestingly, Meta is playing Chinese chess while competitors play Western chess. The story of Meta and Scale AI shows us that in today's tech world, high-quality data has become the new oil. Will Mark Zuckerberg succeed with this $14.3 billion gamble? And that's the fascinating story we've explored together today. A story showing that the tech world is constantly changing and full of drama. Thank you for listening and spending time with us. Rest well and see you again in tomorrow's program. Wishing you a good night's sleep and beautiful dreams.